Right guys, how's it going? So in here, I'm back here with a game called the Horoscope. So, this is a short game for what I hear. It's also a another psychological horror game, where we pretty much have to answer questions. So I'm not really too sure what to expect, but it is rated highly on Steam. So going off that, I'm looking forward to this. Without further ado, let's kick off the show and see what happens. Now, in order to begin, this is the most important part of this entire experience. You'll be asked a series of questions and you must answer them honestly. Now, when I say answer them honestly, I don't mean answer them how you would like to answer them. Answer them with the truth, even if that's hard to face. Okay? We want a positive outcome. We don't always get what we want, however. What you'll find here may be disturbing. The truths you uncover. Do you want the truth? If you're sure, then continue. The process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. You see, as long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. As long as the answers you provide to the questions are 100% honest and true, this process will be simply unlock a part of your mind that you do not have natural access to. Okay? Call it natural intuition. There we go. A sixth sense, if you will. This is you. This is your own mind. This is simply nature taking its course. This is the human brain working as a defense mechanism. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you often wonder things like, well, this answer depends on these circumstances. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the questions with a simple yes or no, as you see fit. You may not understand or realize it, but your mind will develop the situation required to answer your question in the way it needs to be answered. I'm ready to grab a drink of water, sit back and relax and enjoy the experience. We're about to begin with a series of questions. Provided that you are willing to participate, we'll be unlocking some supernatural information today. Substantial information today. Most likely information that you could regret learning. Okay, game's getting serious now. Ready, set, go. Alright. Are you afraid of the dark? Not really. Yeah, I'll consider himself a bit of a loner. Do you ever feel alone, even when in the crowd? Yes. If you knew the date of your best friend's death, would you tell them? Oh. Probably not. Because it's not something you really want to know, is it? At least I wouldn't anyway. Have you been in a physical fight? A few times. Are you uncomfortable in deep open water? Not really. I can swim. If you give up your friends to become rich and famous, would you? No, money doesn't buy you happiness. If you looked in your crystal ball and saw that the love of your life was going to hurt you badly, would you leave them? Oh. If I saw it coming, technically it wouldn't be hurting. Well, technically you love them. But me being me, I wouldn't. I don't know why. Would you consider yourself to be courageous? Not really, I'm a bit of a coward. Would you consider yourself to be a shallow person? Not really. Do you fear the unknown? Yes. Does answering a ringing phone give you anxiety? It does. I struggle with anxiety as it is. You found a suitcase full of money. Would you keep it? Yeah? Maybe? Does the name John mean anything to you? Not really. Would you consider yourself to be a manic? No. Do you get bored easily? I do. Do you ever take dangerous and unnecessary risks? Sometimes. Not really, not a thrill seeker. When you die, would you like to be cremated? I don't know. It's a weird question, isn't it? What would you want to do when you die? Probably not. Because a lot of people believe that when you're buried, you return to the earth. Because either way, apparently the soul is you, not the body itself. So I don't think it really matters. So probably no. So that way I can give to the soul at least. Would you ever kill an animal in any circumstances? No. Probably. I do like it. Are you a jealous person? I can be. No, it's bad, but to answer honestly. Would you consider yourself to be an empathetic person? Yes. I think if my definition of empathetic is right. Do you like animals more than people? Yes. Are you a virgin? No. This is all very interesting. Do you love your mother? Yes. Do you love your father? No, I don't. Do you enjoy taking long, relaxing walks? I do, yes. Is Halloween one of your favourite holidays? I do like Halloween. Do you believe in higher power of any kind? Not particularly. I'm not really a religious person. If Satan were watching your every move and you knew it, would you feel uncomfortable? Well, yes. I think everyone would feel uncomfortable if anyone was watching anyone consistently. Do you partake in any form of drug activity? No. Do you drink alcohol? I do like alcohol at times. Do you have any sexual fetishes or fantasies you would consider bizarre or uncommon? Not really. Very interesting. Do you thrive under pressure? I actually do perform better under pressure, to be honest. If you could end the world with a push of a button, would you do it? No. Do you sometimes hope for the coming of a zombie apocalypse? Kinda, yeah. Obviously, I'm probably, me being me, I'll probably be the first to die. But I can still think it'd be kind of enjoyable. But then again, that can counteracts my first answer, doesn't it? Being a thrill seeker. If I'm looking forward to that, technically... Yeah. I think I counteracted them two questions. Have you ever killed an animal? No. If you had to resort to cannibalism to survive, would you be able to? I wouldn't be able to do it, no. I'd probably starve to death. Do you like guns? I do like guns. I don't actually own any. Wouldn't ever use them to hurt anyone, but yeah, I can't say I don't dislike them. Do you like knives or other bladed tools, weaponry? Yes, I like the Japanese katanas, like the samurai swords. I do like them. Do you like blunt objects such as hammers or bats? Not particularly. Do you believe in aliens? No. Theoretically, if you had the opportunity to go into space on an alien vessel, would you go? Well, go into space, yes. I'm not too sure on an alien vessel, but if it works out that way, I probably would. If you could leave Earth to go to space, never to return again, would you leave? If I could come back, yes, but if I could never return again, not too sure. I'd say no. Do you know that over 20% of koala bears have chlamydia? I didn't know that, no. That one wasn't really relevant. I just thought it was interesting. Okay. Are you alone right now? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Do you get starstruck easily? I do sometimes, yes. Have you ever said a prayer? I don't really believe in that sort of stuff. I think I have done once as a child, when made one prayer or so. Do you believe in magic? No. Do you believe in angels? No. Do you believe in demons? No. If you knew you could summon a demon, would you do it? I don't believe in them, but probably. More me being me, most likely by mistake, but I would know it would happen. Speaking of demons, have you played other games released by random studios, such as The Summoning, The Twins, The Test, or perhaps even Naked News? Well, we've got some more games to play. I haven't played them, but I'll definitely test them out. You really should. They're pretty epic. I'm not biased at all. Is that one way to promote your games? Alright. Now that the shameless plug is over, let us continue. If you could travel back in time, would you? Yes, definitely. Do you like horror movies? I do. Would you consider yourself to be evil? No. Would you consider anyone to be evil? Not really. No one is born evil. There are evil actions, but nothing no evil people, so to speak. Eh, it's kind of an iffy one, that isn't it? But I'd probably say no. I think they're more created evil than being born evil. 1% of the population are psychopaths, okay? Which means that out of 100 people that you've encountered in your life, you met at least one psychopath. Chances are, you speak to a few of them on a daily basis. Did you know that? Well, yeah, there's gonna be a few people there. Do you think that you could potentially be a psychopath? No, I don't think I'd ever hurt anyone. It's better to kill than be killed. Do you agree? No, because technically then you're a murderer. It doesn't really give you a circumstance under that, but from my head, I'd probably say no. Do you think that stealing from big corporations is acceptable? No. Are you afraid of anyone in your life? Yes. Do you enjoy gambling? I've done a few, yeah, but I'm not saying I'm addicted. Are you afraid of spiders? No. Do you believe in the legendary monsters such as the Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster? Not really. Do you believe in vampires? No. Do you believe in lycanthropes? So apparently it's like a werewolf, or a shapeshifter in a way. So going off that, I'd probably say no. Do you have an addictive personality? I say I do, yes. Do you like to cook? Not really. I like food, but I'm no good at cooking. Would you say that you're a confident person? Not at all. Do you think you're physically attractive? No. Do you think you make a good romantic partner? Yeah, obviously I've got my flaws, but I think I'm loyal to that person. I'm dedicated to whoever I'm with, so I think I'd probably say yes. Do you lie to people on a daily basis? No. Do you suffer from anxiety? Yes, I do. Do you suffer from depression? Do you exercise daily? Not particularly. Do you stay hydrated frequently? I do. I actually do drink quite a lot of water. Are you afraid of drowning? What, because I'm drinking too much water? No. I really stay out of the water. I can't remember the last time I went swimming, so not really. I don't really... Are you afraid of a home invasion? Not really. No, that sort of thing doesn't really cross my mind. Have you broken a bone? No. I've fractured a few bones, but I've never really broke anything, as of yet. If a killer were in your house, would you fight or run? Ooh. I fight on instinct. I know I might probably lose, but that's where my instincts go when I'm in danger. If your house was on fire, you could save to get out, but in order to save your family or pet, you would have to venture back in and sacrifice your life to save theirs. Would you do it? Yes, I'd always at least try. If you contracted a fatal incurable disease that only gave you 3 years to live, would you try to pass it on to someone else? No. If you're being haunted by an evil spirit, would you continue to stay in the house? Well, yes, because it didn't say if the house is being haunted. It says you are being haunted. So if I left, it's going to follow me. So yeah, I'd stay in the house. If I told you that you're currently being haunted by an evil spirit, would you believe me? Not really. Is money one of your favourite things? I do. Helps me do this, helps me buy the games for my channel. So yeah, it's good. Do you like quiet, relaxing music? My taste in music is actually varies. I like scream, I like rock, I like metal, I like calm. It depends on the song, but yes, I do. Do you loud, aggressive music? I do. Are you afraid of dolls? No. Once bitten, twice shy. Do you agree with this expression? I used to mean that a person who has been hurt normally avoids or is more careful in the future. If that's going off that anyway, I'll probably say yes if that is correct. Do you believe in love at first sight? I believe in crushing at first sight, yeah. Do you believe in the idea of soulmates? I think there's one for everyone. Have you had a one-night stand? No, I don't like them, to be fair, because I've got an addictive personality. Wouldn't go so well. Do you have a sweet tooth? Yes, I do love sweet things. Do you enjoy a bit of drama and chaos in life to keep things interesting once in a while? I do, to be fair, if we have to be honest. Do you like fire? Not really. Is there anything you're passionate about in life? Yeah, I've got a few things. Would you consider yourself to be a gentle person? Yes, I do. Are you afraid of conflict? Severely. Maybe these questions made you nervous. A few of them have. Are you feeling relaxed at this moment? I am. Do you think anyone hates you? All the time. Do you hate anyone in particular? Not really. I don't hold on to grudges. Oh, there we go. Are you prone to holding grudges? No. Forgive but never forget. Do you agree with this statement? Yes. Everything happens for a reason. Do you agree with this statement? Yeah, I guess. Do you like explosions? Not being in one or near one, but if you see it in the movies and stuff, they're cool. Do you enjoy the smell of burning wood and firewood? Not particularly, but I do like the smell of petrol. Are you afraid of flying? No. Are you afraid of driving? No. You think that the war between nations is healthy? No, not by a long shot. Would you consider yourself to be open-minded? Yes, I would be. Do you ever dream about being chased? I've actually had a few dreams about that. I'm not too sure why or what the hell it means, but I have. Do you ever dream about hurting someone else? No. Would you consider yourself to be a violent person? No. If I were to tell you that hell was coming for you, would you know what I meant? Wouldn't have a clue. If the answers to these questions could be supernaturally predicted, your potential fate, would you believe it and use it as a cautionary procedure to change your future and save your own life? Well, if, hypothetically, if it was true, then yes, I guess. That's good to know. But consider yourself to be incredibly self-aware. Kinda. If I told you that mirrors were a gateway to another realm, would you believe me? No. Can you feel something watching you right now? Nope. Can you hear the whispers yet? Can't hear anything. Do you feel cold? No, it's actually really freaking hot in here at the minute. Do you feel uneasy? I always feel uneasy. So, yes, I guess. I'm always on the edge. Do you feel like something is coming? No. If something were coming, do you have a good idea of what it might be? No. Do you enjoy the taste of blood? No. Would you ever bleed out than to be set on fire? What? Would you rather bleed out than to be set on fire? I mean, I guess. Bleeding out... No, then again, which one would be quicker? Because if you're bleeding out and being set on fire, technically you're dying either way. But yeah, honestly, I'd probably choose to bleed out rather than be set on fire. Would you help your best friend cover up a murder they committed? Oh, why did you have to answer this sort of question? Me being me, I probably would not help them. But I wouldn't grasp them in either. I wouldn't want any involvement in it. Do you think about death often? No. Do you think you'd survive if you have to fight off a pack of wolves barehanded? Nope, I'll be torn to shreds. Would you stay overnight in the haunted house by yourself if someone dared you to do it? No. If someone were trying to kill you, do you think you could take their life if you had to? Ooh. No, I could never do that. If your mother turned into a zombie, do you think you have what it takes to put her down? Zombie, probably yes. Because obviously they're not aware anymore, there's no cure for that. Based on the movies we've seen. There's never been a cure so far. If there's a hell, do you think you're going there? Not really. I don't think I'm that bad of a person. Have you attempted to contact spirits? No. If you have the sudden urge to jump in front of a car, no. If you have the sudden urge to push someone in front of a car, no. If you were a witness to a murder and the killer threatened you if you told anyone, would you go to the police? If they weren't a friend, then yeah, it wouldn't faze me too much. Have you ever seen the ghost or anything supernatural that you couldn't explain? Not really. If you can come back as a ghost, would you choose to haunt someone and make their life hell? Not hell, but I'd probably do it out of fun. Probably, yeah. If you make a deal with the devil in exchange for your soul, will you take the opportunity to make a deal? Nah. If someone were hiding in your room right now, and I told you exactly where they were, would you go check? Nope. Are you concerned that someone might be hiding in your room currently? No. Do you ever worry that someone might be living in your house without your knowledge? No. Are you afraid of leaving your feet to hang off the edge of the bed as you sleep at night? No. Have your feet ever been pulled while you've been sleeping? Not to me. Have you felt like you were falling, only to suddenly awake from a sleep? I have, to be fair. I had a few dreams where I was falling and I woke up. Do you realize he might be incredibly fucked up? Sometimes. If you were crazy, you wouldn't know you were crazy. Do you understand? Yes. If you could read people's minds and know exactly what everyone was thinking at all times, would you allow yourself that power? I would, to be fair. If you could rob a bank and get away with it, would you do it? Nah. If you could turn invisible, would you spy on people? Nah, I'd rather focus on myself more than other people, to be fair. Are you afraid of death? No, I've swear this question's been asked before. Does the thought there might be nothing after the afterlife bother you? Not really, because I'd be dead. Whatever happens after that happens, we're gonna have to face it eventually, aren't we? Does the thought that there might be an afterlife bother you? No. Are you afraid of being abandoned? Happens to me all the time in life, so not really. Are you afraid of dying alone? Kinda. I do want to have a family. Are you afraid of being lied to by the ones you love? Yes. Do you think the ones around you would betray you? At times. Do you have a hard time trusting people? Yes. Do you feel alone in a crowd? Yes. Do you feel like you understand others fairly well, but others have a difficult time understanding you? Yes. Do you feel slightly more comfortable at this point? Yes. Do you feel safe? I do. Do you feel like you can be easily fooled by loved ones? At times, yeah, I have been. Do you enjoy being dominated? Why not? Yeah. Do you enjoy dominating other people? Not particularly. I'm not a controlling person. If you could live like royalty, would you? No, I'm just happy being me, to be honest. If you could travel anywhere in the world once, instantly and for free, but you may never return to that particular place again, once you left, would you do it? No, because we can always go there now and return, so there'd be little point in doing that. Do you believe in time travel? Not really. Do you think that aliens could potentially be humans from the future, just traveling back in time for various reasons? But I don't believe in aliens, so not really. Would you choose to sleep inside of a coffin? No. If you had to chop off one of your hands or feet to escape from a killer, I couldn't do that to myself. I don't know why. The sight of blood makes you feel squeamish. At times, depends how much of it there is. If you knew a doll was haunted, would you buy it? I don't think anyone would. Would you consider yourself to be superstitious? No. Oh, just a little superstitious. I'm not even sorry. That reference was worth it. Does the thought of being put in a straitjacket make you feel uncomfortable? Not really. Would you ever walk through a graveyard just for fun? I have a few times. Would you try human flesh to see what it tastes like? No. Do you believe in voodoo? Not really. If I told you that there's a voodoo doll that looks just like you hanging in the tree somewhere near your house, would that make you feel uncomfortable? Nope. Do you get uncomfortable on Friday the 13th? Not really. Do you ever worry that you're being followed? I have had that suspicion a few times. Are you afraid of sharks? No. Humans are more dangerous than other animals. Do you agree? I mean, we are theoretically on top of the food chain. But then we have like sharks and wolves that can kill us as well. But I think we can. Can be. Would you consider yourself to be a dangerous person? No. Would you rather choose the death penalty or living the rest of your life in a cell? I'd probably choose the death penalty, to be fair. If you're just waiting 50 years just to die, that's not going to be enjoyable, is it? If I told you that there were 7 secret messages hidden throughout the last 100 or so questions, would you believe me? Probably. Do you feel that you might be in danger from supernatural force? No. Would you consider yourself to be mentally stable? I'd say so. Would you trust your best friend to be alone with your lover? Yes. Would you trust yourself to be alone with best friend's lover? Yes. If you could leave this life behind and live one of your wildest dreams, never to return to this current time again, would you do it? New start, I guess? Do you have a specific goal in life that you're determined to achieve? Yes. Would you say that you sometimes lack motivation? Yes. If someone attacked you, would you attack them back? I have done a few times out of instinct. Are you sure that the life you're living is real and not just a figment of your imagination or some crazy in-depth dream? Well, the world's been around for like thousands of years. Who knows? We might be reincarnated and not remember anything. So, probably. If you woke up right now and realized that everything you knew of this life was a dream, and your actual life and everyone in it was entirely different, would you be disappointed by the outcome? It would be weird, but I wouldn't be, disappointed by it. If you could win the lottery, but only have 7 years to live, would you take the money? No. Now for the final and most important question. Ah, here we go. I want you to really think about this one and answer honestly. Take your time, don't answer too quickly, really think about it. Are you happy? I already know the answer to this one, and my answer is honestly, in myself, no. This is all very interesting. I'm going to turn your results into a fear machine and let it decide whether or not it wants to reveal your potential fate. Okay? I would take my leave now, but it was nice getting to know you intimately. I'll see you soon. Hopefully not too soon. Okay? I think I have enough information about you. Whether you skipped questions, you could skip questions, answer honestly or dishonestly, took loads of time to respond or answered quickly without reading or understanding properly. I've been able to tell. I'm calculating your results. I'm analysing you very carefully. I'm judging you. Based on what you told me, let me tell you what I see. I see water. So much water. You're underneath, looking up. How did you get here? What's going on? You're wondering, panicking. A figure stands above the surface, staring at you. An unfamiliar face, shrouded in darkness. A face of evil. You rise to the surface of the water only to reveal something familiar. A face of a loved one. but not the soul you recognize. A sinister grin is bared from ear to ear. They're watching you, looking down upon you. There's movement in the water. Suddenly, you're aware. Hands reach at your feet and begin to pull you in the water. You struggle and kick, trying to break free. You beg your loved one to help you, but they stand there, completely silent, grinning, watching. Your feet are being twisted, your ankles being snapped. You scream in agony as you can hear the breaking of a bone. Even though the destiny of water, the cracking is sound. You pulled on the one final time. Air bubbles rise and rise and rise, and then silence. There's still time to avoid this fate. There's still a way out. The next loved one asks you to go anywhere near water. Make sure they're not wearing jewelry. The entity is attached to the jewelry. Okay. Tell them to take it off so they don't get damaged or lost. Leave it elsewhere. The sinister being wants your field its fate. Okay. A steep, breathless, agonizing fate. Your secret word is submerged. Remember this word. This will come in handy. Okay. Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and make sure to let us know. We'll be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in a future project we're currently working on. Don't be afraid. This is an opportunity for you to be a part of history. This is a chance for you to be a part of something greater. Be sure to note your secret word in your contact. We'll also be putting the first 500 people who contact us into the credits of our next installment of this series. We appreciate you taking the time to let us know how you get on. Thank you very much for your support. We hope to see you in the future installments. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I know they've been of some help to you, and if they aren't yet, it will all make sense very soon. Trust me on that. Okay, I'm kind of confused by all this. But overall though, that was a good game. I really enjoyed that. But as you can see, this game is officially done. I'm definitely going to check out their other games. Because I know this was only like a tester of some sort from what I read in the comments. This was only like a little experiment sort of thing. But yeah, we can officially end it here. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I hope you leave a like on it. It really helps me out. I hope my answers don't change your opinion on me in a bad way. See you next time. See you next time, guys. I'll see you soon.